Baby blankets are just so fun to make, and they make great baby shower gifts. I'm going to show you how to make a super easy baby blanket, and it's going to be a little bit different than the previous video that I did. This one is going to be a self-binding baby blanket. So it's going to have this faux quilted top that I got at Joann's, and it's going to have this really soft minky back. And the way that we cut and fold and sew it is going to have this minky as a border around the edge of the front, and it's going to look super cute, super professional, but secret, it's really easy. Hi, I'm Nikita, and welcome to my channel where this is what I do. I drink and I sew things. Today I am drinking a gin Mule. So it's Wild Roots gin, which I mentioned in a previous video is my absolute favorite gin, and ginger beer. Super easy to make, super delicious. Whether you're making this for yourself, for a friend, for a baby shower, or if you're going to make it a little bit bigger and turn it into a nice lap blanket instead of a baby blanket, it's a super easy, fast project. So let's get started. To make this super easy baby blanket, you're going to need two different fabrics, one for the front, about a yard, and one for the back, about 1.5 yards. You're also going to need your drink, make sure you keep that nearby. You're going to need a rotary cutter or some fabric scissors, and you're also going to need pins. Unfortunately, we won't really be able to use those magic sewing clips. We actually have to use pins. So let's get started. To start, I'm going to take the top fabric and I'm going to cut it into a square that is 31 by 31 inches. I'm also going to cut off this selvage edge because I do not really want that on my quilt top. I've got my fabric all lined up, so I'm actually using my T-square to cut this since the pieces are so big. So what I did is I folded my piece of fabric into quarters. So I folded it in half, and then I folded it in half, and I measured 15.5 inches along one side and cut it, and then 15.5 inches in the other way and cut it, so that when I unfold it, it becomes a 31-inch square blanket. That's the easiest way that I found to cut these larger pieces of fabric when you don't have that large of a cutting space. Now we need to cut our back fabric. And here I'm going to cut my back fabric to 35 by 35, so 35 inches square, which is 4 inches larger than I cut my front piece. However large you want your border to be, you're going to multiply that number by 2, and that is how much larger the back piece should be than the front piece. So for example, if you want a 6-inch border, that's enormous, but maybe you want that, then you need to cut your back piece 12 inches larger in each dimension. If you want a 4-inch border, you will need to cut it 8 inches larger. So I'm just going to do a 2-inch border. So I'm going to cut mine 4 inches larger. The next step is to lay your back fabric down, face down, so the wrong side should be facing up. Then take your front fabric and place it in the center. Your front fabric should be right side facing up, so the wrong sides of our fabric are touching. And I just realized that I accidentally cut my top fabric slightly larger, which is okay. It just means I'm going to have a smaller border. So to show you what we're going to do and why you want to cut the back fabric twice as large is because we're going to fold the fabric to the edge of the front fabric, and then we're going to fold it over. So the amount of the border ends up being half of the amount that you cut it. So I've got about 2 inches here, which means that my border is only going to be about 1 inch. I just eyeballed putting my top fabric in the center, but what we should do is go around with a tape measure, and we should double check that the distance is the same all the way around, and then adjust your top fabric as you need to. So now I've adjusted, I know that my fabric is in the center. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put a couple of pins in the middle. The fabric that I'm using for the back is minky, and it's very, very slippery, and it likes to move around, and it likes to stretch as you sew. So I'm going to put some pins in to kind of hold it in place as I am pinning the border, and as I'm sewing it, I'll take them out at the very end. Pro tip, don't knock all your pins over. Now that my two fabrics are attached, I haven't pinned them everywhere, but just kind of sporadically, making sure that they will stay together. I'm going to start on one of the edges. Oh, I'm gonna take a drink though. We're gonna do what I showed you earlier. I'm gonna start in the corner. I'm gonna fold the back fabric to meet the front fabric, and then I'm going to fold it over that same amount, and then I'm going to pin it in place. Now, once I reach the edge, before I start on the next side, we want to have these really nice triangular corners. They're called mitered corners. So instead of just folding over like this, which would leave us with this bulky kind of square edge, if you like that, you can do that. Instead, we're going to take the corner and we're going to fold it into a triangle so that it is parallel with our top fabric. And then we are going to continue to do the same thing where we fold the edge over to meet. So now you see I have this nice kind of triangular. Then I'm going to fold it over again. And now you can see I have this nice lined corner. Make sure to pin that in place. And when we sew over it, that's going to keep that corner in place. The only thing is that there will be a little gap here, which you won't be able to tell when you're looking at the blanket, and I've never had any issues with quilts and things with this kind of gap here. If you want to sew this without a gap, that's a future video. So then let's just keep folding and pinning all the way around. When we get to the end with the very last corner here, we are going to do the same thing. Fold it over, fold this little bit over to make a triangle. And we'll fold this part in half to meet the top edge, and then we'll fold it over just like we've been doing. So now it's all pinned, and we just have to sew it and then we're done. Easy peasy. So now our border is all pinned, which is also our back, so everything's all pinned together. Now we're gonna take it to our sewing machine, and we're gonna sew along this edge here. So the part of the border that is closest to the front fabric. We're going to use a 1/4 inch seam allowance, and we're going to sew all the way around. A warning about sewing over these corners here. This part, because it's several layers of fabric folded, can be sometimes difficult for your sewing machine needle to get through. And if that's the case, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go slow around the corner, and if you need to, use your hand crank. Let's start by making sure our drink is near our sewing machine. Very important. I'm going to pick a place to start and remove that first pin there. Make sure you forward and back stitch. And because it's hard to see the seam allowance line, what you can do is line up this part of the border fabric to the inside of your presser foot. Now I'm approaching my corner here, so I'm going to put my needle down and lift my presser foot so that the corner can get under it. I'm going to go slow. And once I can see that I've crossed over that line, I'm going to put my needle down. I'm going to turn my fabric so now that the sewn part is perpendicular to my sewing machine. And I am going to now, make sure I remove this pin so I don't sew over it. And I'm going to keep going all the way around. Now that I have clipped my threads, I need to go through my blanket and I need to take out all of my pins that I used to clip the two together. Sometimes pins can be hard to see on these patterned fabrics, so what I like to do to make sure I got them all is flip my blanket over, and then I'll look at this solid color on the back and I will check and make sure I don't see any silver pins. It's like, I'm good, so we're all done. So now here is your super cute baby blanket with a nice border, mitered corners, and ooh, so soft. Take a drink to celebrate your success, woo! I love these blankets because these edges do look so nice, and even when you flip it over to the back, you can see it's a nice even line and it looks so cute, so soft for a nice little new baby. Right, and there you have it. A super easy, super cute, super fun baby sewing project. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and if you did, I would appreciate it if you would like and subscribe, and then stick around so that you can drink along and sew along with me on my next video. Thanks for watching.